All right. So back to this. Or should I say, well, it is back to this, right? But also welcome to this, right? I don't want to say long awaited, but definitely anticipated, heavily anticipated mod that I wanted to play, right? That I originally didn't play because for whatever reason I couldn't find the link for it, but I did end up finding the post. Um or finding the link and getting the actual game installed, right? So again, playing the Salvation remake, right? If you recall, and let me just pull it up right now. I played the original Salvation back in like 2019, I believe. Let me actually go back to my playlists and yeah, let me go back to my playlist and actually see um yeah, so let's see. Salvation. Yeah, Salvation was actually if you go by order, so DDLC, so Mod 1 Rain Clouds, MAS doesn't count. Mod 2 Date Club, Mod 3 After Sayori, Just Yuri doesn't count. Mod 4 Behind Closed Doors, Behind Closed Doors 2 still counts as 4. The Festival, Mod 5. Just Natsuki doesn't count. Coldest Summer, Mod 6. Recoded, Mod 7. Exit Music, Mod 8. And I remember. Oh, okay. So, yeah. We're getting. But Salvation, right? So, let me view the full playlist. So, I don't know why they don't show the playlist. 5 years ago, the very first. And this is going to be funny to show, right? So it has the exact same screen, right? Now, obviously, this is the remake, but yeah, it has the exact same stream. So damn, that was 3 days before my birthday. May 20th, 2019 was when I played Salvation, right, for the first time. So it's been literally over 5 years as of this point. Yeah, it's been over 5 years as of this point since I had played the original, right? And again, what I will say is the only real thing I remember about the original, I remember it was a Sayori Natsuki mod, and I remember at one point Monica kills herself. I do remember the mod being really well though. Like if I can look at my list, I think it was originally number 5 before Longer Roads came around, right? But yeah, Salvation, I remember being pretty good. Yeah, I think Salvation was originally, I have it actually on this list as number 4. But again, I think it's kind of in a similar boat to Longer Roads, to where it's been so long that it's like, I honestly kind of don't remember, right? It's like, it's a question of, is it the nostalgia goggles, right? Or who knows, right? And that's why we're playing the remake, right? Because I wasn't aware that it got a remake, right? Until like I saw a post about it. But again, we'll see. And honestly, it's bad because I already forgot when I played Longer Roads or replayed through Longer Roads. When did I replay through Longer Roads? It was when am I stupid? When did I replay through Longer Roads playlist? When did I replay through Longer Roads? It was after Take Two. All right. So yeah, I replayed through. Damn, it's already been like that's kind of crazy to think about. It's already been like 5 months since I replayed through Longer Roads, right? Um, Jesus Christ. But again, to be fair, that one was just a more pure nostalgia. And then this one is again more so for, I mean, kind of for that as well, but also because it's a literal remake. The only other remake mod I played was Exit Music Remake. Earned that, like, honestly, I don't think there were that many mods that were remade. Like, Exit Music was pretty much remade solely due to copyright. So, like, I'm curious kind of how the remake for this one is going to go. I could do some stupid shit like play through the original, play through this one, but we're just going to play through this one, right? Again, yeah. So, remake of the 2018. I feel like it's literally in the name. Why would you even say that? We'll say one thing that pisses me off. Like these mods I've been playing as of late, wonderful group of people, good to know. They've been, I guarantee we didn't get this animation in the original, but also, so it's a completely different menu too. Bitch, taking forever to load the fucking assets. Hey, they're animated. That's pretty cool. Bitch, why is Monica taking fucking forever to load? God damn! Hurry up! Jesus fucking Christ. You gotta be, there's no, okay, I was like, there's no way. I was gonna say that this is deliberate, like, because there's no fucking way it is actually like my computer. Imagine the game crashes. So this is, hey, I see Monica there. Hey, don't so yeah, this is cool. This is cool. Because funny enough, I literally just had the playlist pulled up. But I do think this is the same title screen, right? Music box. I don't, can you actually like go, you could literally, damn, so you could literally choose what music you want to play. Settings. I have no idea what rollback side could be referring to. Um, as for that, again, we're like I'm very curious because wait, I'm having a vision. I remember the car crash because there was a car crash, right? I think it was Monica driving. She tried to commit suicide by driving into a fucking building. And that's what I literally just remember that. Like I had that like vision just come out of like the depths of my memory. I do remember that. That's really all I remember though, right? But I'm curious because it could be like at the Exit Music remake, there was a bit of creative liberty and they changed the story a bit, right? So I guess the question here is how much is the story going to get changed? Is it just going to be a pure like aesthetic remake, or is it, granted I wouldn't remember either way, but I do remember the two things. One, Monica can kill herself, and then two, they there was the car crash. So but I guess kind of we'll see what ends up going on. Um, and again, the Monica does have sentience in this mod, and I think the good endings where everyone gets it, compared to like her just offing herself. Everything would be easier if I just delete her. I mean, who Sayori? Like, because she was the one who her character couldn't load. Why isn't it working? Wait, she can't die. It's like you installed a mod. Help me. We just waking up like right. That horrible, horrible for lead off word. Like, what the fuck? I jerk and rise up. Why couldn't you say like, I spasmed or like, I like twitched or something. He's like, I jerk. Like, the hell? It's like, what the fuck? 2 in the morning? Bitch, literally just go back to bed. Like, wait, what? She just forgot to. Dude, nobody's sleeping with the fucking lights on. Like, it's not like you're taking a midday net. Jesus Christ. Like, he's like, you just left the lights on, went to bed. So again, so this has to be post. So this is actually, because I forgot, this is like that early era of DDLC mods where they pretty much almost all continued after the original Act 1, right? So this is like a classic DDLC mod, like sequence where it just picks up right at the end of Act 1. So again, he either confessed or didn't, right? Now they're going to the festival and he's gonna save her, presumably. Wait, is this the one where I don't think it's the one where you get the crazy suicide scene? I don't recall if that might be this. Because in the original, you got a crazy suicide scene with Sayori, right? But I don't, it might be it. I think it is. It might be. So, oh yeah, and then the depression, also, confession, right? But, and again, they're going with this, right? Dude, whoever made this fucking phone asset, like, it's been used in like a ton of the most recent mods. So they're like, whoever like made this shit, like, is good, right? So, yeah, and then Yeah, good for them. He's like, I'm wasting time. Yeah, I think this was the one that has this. So just I'm not gonna not gonna censor it or like spoil it, but like spoiler alert, I'm pretty sure there's about to be a crazy suicide scene coming up, right? If I remember to the original, so I'm pretty sure that's this mod, right? So I'm pretty sure there's about to be a crazy suicide scene. Goddamn, what the fuck? Oh, she kicked out the chair. Yeah, there's about it literally in about like 5 seconds, we're about to get a crazy suicide scene. Because I remember that shit catching me so off guard in the original. We gonna get oh, they're not giving us the visual this time. They're not giving Oh shit, are they? Because I remember we got like the craziest visual in the last one. But I don't think that they're not giving us the visual in this one. I do remember that though. So I was 100% like ready for it though. Like I'm slowly remembering more and more about that. The car crash really came from the depths of my memory. 12 Giz Guy 6. Jan Hare. Salvation Tracks. I mean, we're just rocking with standard. So like we're not gonna change them. I like the background where you have the extra buildings. Original Salvation. Damn, dude, this guy's only put himself in the credits so far. Like, imagine it just ends here. But yeah, so they're not gonna give us that scene then, I guess. Or it was just the PNG. If I recall, it was only the PNG in the original, right? But I guess they're they're just straight up cutting it out, right? I don't want to say I'm disappointed, but like I do like how they did this like whole intro and transition thing, right? We just what the hell? What is this? A fucking TV show? What the hell is this intro? It's like I go to Euphoria High. Like, oh shit. Me and Monk's POV? What? It's all of a seat and fall to my knees in pain. Who's dying? It's like, oh, that's normal. Actually dying. Dies. So this pre hello? He's like, what the fuck? All right, that was a pretty cool animation, the opening of the eyes. It's like, who the hell is this? Three. How is that possible? Okay, that was cool as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, that was cool as fuck. Is this the napping club? Well, but this is the MC. Dude, I hate how the background zooming in. This is MC's POV, right? That's a line he always said to the MC. So yeah, she's like, what the fuck? So this is like her POV in the original when we saw like her character file not loading, right? Where the hell are we? Whose POV is this? Oh, this is the MC, right? So yeah, they didn't even give us. But dude, I'm loving these flashbacks and like these scenes we're getting, right? So let's see. I don't. Hey, that's pretty cool because I don't think Monica was given. I don't think she was given clothes in the original, right? So this is a different face. This I can tell. It's a different. They updated the face of the character, right? You know, warned. Well, I mean, yeah, it's like she didn't have a fucking premonition and it was like, yeah, Sayori's gonna hang herself on this exact date. She just knew about her condition, right? Staying home that day we were supposed to work together. So that would have been that Saturday. So that would have been that Saturday, right? All right, this is about to be personal. You are already aware of assuming continuity and you watch literally every minute of my content, you're already aware of my friend who died in college, right? That was a complete like freak of nature thing. It was, I mean, unnatural causes, but still. More recently, about a month ago, I had an old acquaintance, someone I knew, they took their own life. And like I'll say, because it had been a couple months even before that point since I had seen them last, right? So I hadn't interacted with them for at least I still have their old text messages, but like I hadn't interacted with them for at least close to like or seen them for at least close to like 3 months. And it was only last month they took their own life. There's this and it was like someone that I was like, I guess their supervisor would be the best term. But it was something to where because I mean, great. The news was also broken to me in the worst way possible, but the immediate thought was like, oh, what, could I have done more, right? As in, like, it was like what I did wasn't enough. But then I kind of, did some self reflecting. It was like, in hindsight, this may sound like extremely egotistical, but I think when I was their supervisor, there's a reason they didn't, do it then, right? Like because I thought about, I was like, oh, I should have done this, that, right? But then it was like, okay, thinking about what I did for them, right? And like, again, everything involved, it was like, and then that kind of goes back to my friend who died during college, where it was like, all right, I mean, they passed. There's no bringing them back. It's that's they're gone. But while they were around, that's the important part. You can't dwell on, oh, I could, I should, yada yada yada, right? It's about what did you do? What was the good? Even if you're like the MC and you just blame yourself, right? What good did you do while they were around? And I mean, obviously, we know Sailor survives this, but again, that's just the demons that are always gonna, go after you for that, right? Like you're always going to have those demons and those thoughts, you know. But the MC's not saying, for as much as we like to dog on the MC, the MC really like was the person of interest she had, right? And he was, obviously they drifted apart, but they did get back together for, however long, right? Even if it was only a week, right? And even if like let's say he didn't initially reciprocate, right? He was still someone that she spent time with, in someone who she could confide in that last moment. You know, this is cool how they're doing this fading. Like that's cool as fuck. Stopping someone, well, I mean, once they made up their mind, that's it. Like I hate to say it, like once they made up their mind, that's it. Like you, unless you can literally be by their side 24/7, and unless, or if you have some premonition or like their intention, right? Like, but like other than that, if they make up their mind, there's no stopping it. That's the reality. People will try to argue otherwise, but fix whatever she damaged. 6 in the morning. Get stupid at like you're not showing up. Like, yeah. Well, that's why I'm like, that covers you, but like the MC dude, like you horrible, absolutely abysmal fucking time to point out, but Monaco looks really attractive in that outfit. But again, like this is what I mean when I talk about like be on good terms with your teachers, right? Like actually treat your teachers nicely and like communicate with them. Like I'm not saying you need to bend over backwards, but simply doing the bare minimum for like not treating them like ass and actually like communicating with them, sending them emails. Like this could be a very quick, hey, something came up. I won't be in school tomorrow. Like you don't even need to elaborate. And if they ask, then you can be like, then you can kind of elaborate or be like, I'd rather not say. But at least giving them that heads up. Or like, let's say that could be like your parents call to the school type thing. Yeah, also that as well. It's like she's imagine that he says that and then she just like immediately dies. Like, hold on, I didn't read that shit. You know, intubate, it would she would have been much worse, right? So again, so he actually came in just in time, like, and again, it's because he blames himself for that happening to begin with. So medically induced coma. Is it going to be the same? Okay, this is actually new. I was going to make a joke and that it'd be the same exact like normal hospital background, but damn, they're actually giving us the images. Like we didn't get the one of her hanging, but like this is pretty cool because I guarantee we didn't have this in the original. I would have remembered it. This is really cool, the artwork game. And again, because he blames himself, right? Yeah, I mean she's still around. Like, being working hard. So again, like he hasn't isn't actually that close to them, right? But it's a question of do they know about Sayori and like the MC, right? Or they're kind of past like and they're specifically how Sayori feels about him, right? And again, because seemingly the MC just figured out Monica knew, right? Um, Seo's mom, yes. Damn, so they don't even get an outline, or they don't even get a model. So damn, that's actually horrible. She works for fucking Bezos. What the hell? You know? Yeah, bitch, this has to take place in America, bro. Hospital, freaking the bills, and then need to go back to work, bro. This is America. This is either America or fucking like Asia somewhere. And again, he still blames himself, right? Yeah, it's like who was it? Is it it's not going to be Maka. It's going to be Yuri Natsuki, right? So called it. Surprised to see. How'd you even figure out? Like, oh yeah, cancel the festival. Damn, they got the upgraded OST. So what I will say is it does seem like it's mostly an aesthetic. Like that was most of the remake went into like the aesthetic. It seems like it's not deviating from the story too much. But from what we've seen, upgraded character sprites, updated OST, getting the art right, the like flashback and art sequences, it was mostly an aesthetic remake. So was her text not pink earlier? What? I want to go grab. Well, Natsuki's already starving. You know. Let's see. Yeah, it's like, damn, what the fuck? Like, yeah, Do I have to say? I mean, all right. MC, stupidest fucking question in existence. Like, were you guys close or something? Like, I mean, even if they weren't close, they knew each other personally, right? Like, how do you react to like, let's say, oh, you go to sleep and then you wake up and someone like attempted to kill themselves, right? Like, I mean, even if you're not close to them, that's still like shocking news, right? And you're gonna like, even if you like don't like them, you're gonna like want to go see them. Like, oh shit, are they good? Like, are they all right? Like, yeah, dude. That's why, yeah, a fucking dumbass question. Like, what the hell are you doing asking that? Like, yeah, and again, yeah, like that. Damn, what the fuck? Y'all arguing in the midst of her fucking demise? Like, yeah, because she literally starving, but that's a separate mod. That was a good sandwich. It was literally the north, dude. That was the fucking egg sandwich from the egg sandwich from fucking Downpour that made the MC and fucking I don't even remember the dude's name like lose their minds. Like, yeah, he's like it was bland as shit. It wasn't no good. Yeah, I will say. So when the person I knew took their life, we had like a memorial service for them, right? And they had like a giant plastered like photo of them, and it like normally I'm not a bit like I don't do well with like human emotion. I'm not like don't do a good job at like expressing emotion or like being emotional. But like I could not look that like picture, like I could not look at that picture. Like I just had to like block it out. Like I just couldn't look at it right, you know. And again, Natsuki's blaming herself too, right? Because that's just the tendency. So yeah, and again, she's just, and she's talking to her. So same thing, what that the MC did. So damn, what the fuck? I guess they are. I don't recall this ever being addressed in the original. Because the MC was always technically on I guess Natsuki's route. At least if you go by the because I think rain clouds is what set up the interpretation like because of how influential of a mod that was early on. I think rain clouds set the stage for like Natsuki route being the default if you go for any like sort of kind of pseudo canon interpretation of the game in a mod, right? Obviously, we've expanded way beyond that at this point. But again, given that this is a remake of a mod that came out in 2018, that makes a lot more sense to where it's like, all right, it's probably took the rain clouds interpretation of he was on Natsuki's round, right? So all right, what, you know? Yeah, dude's right, just straight bullshit. Like, yeah, and it's like, I mean, literally, like cryptic and weird, you know. And again, you know, because like again, this doesn't, I guess, I mean, granted, the focus isn't on Natsuki and Yuri, but this could always go a New Eyes interpretation. Yeah, New Eyes was really the first mod that kind of portrayed them as like friends, right? Like actually, like, you know, so damn, she's like, I gotta go. You know, your friends, bitch, tell them to eat alone. Like, yeah, it's just he wants to see something, you know. Yeah, she's like, that's literally about to happen, you know. Oh, that's good for her, you know. Bro, why she get a sweat, you know? Hold on, wait, what do you say? This it's like, damn, yeah, what the fuck? Like, why are you asking so many questions? Like, yeah, you know, makes sense. Yeah, and again, like the MC does need to sleep though. And again, her dad's taking the night shift, right? So yeah, he's just eating up time now, right? Because it's like, damn, let's say it just came out of nowhere. Like, it's like, huh? Hey, we get a revamped Yuri theme. So she must have. I guess the question is Yuri aware? I mean, I assume that's why she's here, but it could. All right, books like it could be something completely different. So, and again, so yeah, about Sayori's right. Damn, yeah, and again, Yuri's like she feels bad that she missed out on that, right? You know, damn, what the fuck? He's like, damn, this girl hates me. Like, okay, literally, it's that you sided with Natsuki all the time. Like, that's literally the answer. You know. Yeah, and again, he's like making amends for like basically going someone else's route, right? So, all right, and then he's just like giving the blatant, truth here, right? Or he's saying, he's saying what is normally not said, right? He's like, yeah, freaking, I like literally, how was I supposed to react? Like, you know what I mean? And she's like, he literally did. I do remember that where again, if you go someone's route like the last day, like if it's like Yuri versus Natsuki, like they just completely like, don't even bother reading it, right? So he's actually just gonna pass out. Oh, I guess Monica referring to the nightmare, right? So Why'd she bother mentioning that? So again, it's a bit of a weird sequence of events because the it was what? It was the why the fuck is this text raised? The as I reach, who knows? Like the MC had the nightmare with Monica, which is what he was referring to, you know. Wait, am I stupid? I don't know. So, but then again, you know, he's saying that Monica told Sayori Natsuki was coming over, right? You know, for what? That was their like Sunday interaction, right? And then again, you know, but and then yeah, that's like, but she knew how she was feeling, you know. Yeah, like because it's the same, like because it's sort of like the same thing for him. It's like a coulda, shoulda, woulda type deal. I mean, obviously, we know there's the added, you know, the added is definitely different. You know, he's like, what is going on? Like, so, you know, everyone's reacted. Wasn't your fault. Again, was this is the MC. And again, he's still blaming himself, right? And again, this is like I guess the ghost to Sayori's spirit or whatever, right? Yeah, but obviously, you know, he's not going. And honestly, this is a good point to end it. Like, honestly, so kind of initial thoughts about the remake. So like I said, it seems to be mostly an aesthetic remake. Like it seems to be pretty much going off of the storyline of the original. Again, it's mostly like quality of life like stuff, which again, that's not a bad thing. And especially because it's been literally 5+ years since I played the original. I barely remember what happened. So again, definitely like an improvement, right? And it is, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty crazy playing it because again, this was one of like the early mods. So this was like you can see a lot of like the early DDLC modding influence. Like how I mentioned, like, oh, starts after Act One. Presumes not the MC took Nazis around the original. Like a lot of stuff you saw out of the early DDLC mods, right? Again, you're getting in this, which is just pretty cool to see, right? Obviously, in the now in the kind of the present day where we've seen DDLC mods just expand into like this greater thing, like with mods like Snafu, Downpour, this bond we share, right? Again, you know, like stuff like that. So again, but we'll see, right? Well, I guess not really the bond we share, but I think the best examples are branching paths and Downpour of like, you know, a current like, you know, TDLC mod, right? But again, we'll see when we continue on. Again, we're gonna play this through. After this, I have no idea what I'm gonna play. I might just figure it out at that point, but again, you know, who knows, right? But with that, I guess yeah, and I already have this one listed as I'm playing it currently. Um, yeah, Salvation Remake. But with that, I'd say though, I don't really have anything else to say for this one. So yep, that's it for this one. See you in the next one.